Sorry, sensitive content, but in reality, it's absolutely heartbreaking.
I have been sent urgent messages for me to share some information. His Majesty, the King of Cao Daism, we call it the Cao Dai realm, chaired this gathering, this meeting of many Cao Dai saints and sages. Now, this meeting was about how the Cao Dai realm leaders, saints and sages, and His Majesty, the King of Cao Daism, lodged a complaint, not a complaint, a request to me. And then they requested me to tell the world about this. Huệ Bửu has been denounced by Cao Daism for a long time already. There were 4 parts that the saints told me why they want me to tell the people. Now, this man, Huệ Bửu, he deliberately wants to be called Maitreya Buddha. Before that, he already threatened to ask his disciple to clarify that he's a Maitreya. He said it's only him who can explain Maitreya Buddha's sutra. Then the saints of Cao Daism told me that he's a zealous ghost. And they even told me that His Majesty, the King of Cao, will kill him on the 15th of October. So I begged all of them, please help him. Let him live longer so he has time, has chance to repent, to redeem himself.
Please continue watching to find out more. On Monday, August 26, 2024, our most precious Supreme Master Jinghai, vegan, amidst her intensive meditation retreat to help preserve the future of our earth and humanity, shared that His Majesty the King of the Cao Dai realm recently requested Master to inform the world that a man who formerly was a medium of the Cao Dai saints and sages' teachings is not to be trusted for multiple reasons, including that he falsely claims to be the Maitreya Buddha.
Hello, God's love. Hope you are all okay. My best wishes and most loving greeting to you. Today, I have some urgent and important things to solve with you. And this involves even Cao Daism. To many of you, this religion may not be familiar, but you could look on the internet to find out. It originated in Vietnam. For some days before today, I have been sent urgent messages for me to do something, to share some information, but I have been too busy. And so I did not really check to see where it was from. And yesterday, the messages were very clear and kind of pushing but encouraging me to participate, to study, and to look at the issue. So I left much of the workload about, 3-4 o'clock in the morning yesterday. Today is the 26th. No, on the 25th. Yeah, that's right. 25th of August 2024. So I sat down and requested the sender of the messages, please tell me what it's all about that is so urgent. And please let me know who you are also. So it all came out very clear, a vision of, let me see, I noticed some here, of Cao Dai saints and sages. And also, how many here? Oh, be patient with me. I have just a very quick note. It's not very easy to read. Not like you type it and read it or have it on the teleprompter or anything. Oh, never mind. I don't see it. I'll tell you later. Oh, I know what happened. I wrote some on paper and some on the phone because I was in the dark. I didn't want to get up and take more paper. So I'm going to look for that phone and I come back. I stop just for now. So, okay, I'm back here. The meeting was chaired by His Majesty the King of the Cao Đài realm, which I will tell you more later. I just read it as it goes. I'm not used to reading ready-made things, especially in shorthand and not very clear. Okay, His Majesty the King of Cao Đàism in the, we call it the Cao Đài realm, chaired, led this gathering, this meeting of many Cao Đài saints and sages. Altogether, this is not all that they had there. It was just main important saints and sages in the council. So there were 58 Cao Đài saints and sages on the 24th of August, not the 25th. Yeah, time passed so quick. Sorry, I have written here 24th of August. And the chief of the meeting is also His Majesty the King of the Cao Đài realm. His holy name is Đại Thánh Đế Quân in Vietnamese. I'm worried that I don't know how to translate it correctly. For me, more or less, it's like His Majesty, Great Saint King. Yeah, Great Saint King. Or maybe Great Saint Emperor King. Yes. I'm sorry if I offend you, Your Majesty, and all the saints. I'm not used to Cao Đàism that much. It's the first time I've ever truly been in contact with you. Forgive me for any mistakes. And thousands of attendees in different ranks, all kinds of ranks from that realm. I was also lifted up there to see them. They're wondrous, beautiful realm as well. And this meeting was about a person, a being who's supposed to be the good and pure medium. So you can say like the transmitter of the saints and sages' teachings from the higher realm of Cao Đàism. That person's name is Huệ Bửu, or in Chinese, Huệ Báu. I did not know about him personally until a few weeks ago when I accidentally read some of his writings posted on the, I think it was YouTube. Now, this Mr. Huệ Bửu, he wrote his name, and he even claimed himself to be Đại Minh Sư Huệ Bửu, meaning Great Master Huệ Bửu. I never knew him before, though he claimed to be my disciple. And some people, some of my so-called disciples, knew him and told me, because I didn't know who he was. So I kind of posted and asked, and some of my so-called disciples say that he is my disciple, until he was my disciple because of his scheme. Now, this meeting was about how the Cao Đài realm leaders, saints and sages, and His Majesty the King of Cao Đàism lodged a complaint, not a complaint, a request to me. I did not know much about this Huệ Bửu, until recently, and I didn't think it was too much of a problem. After they told me that he's my disciple, I thought, what kind of disciple is this, doing things that's not proper, like he just went and gave initiation to people without notifying me at all or asking me. Because normally we do it like this, people have to apply, yeah? So we can have some of their whereabouts and contact information, so that when we have the initiation, we don't just do it like one by one. We don't have a lot of time and enough people to give initiation one by one all the time. It sometimes happens. It just depends, yeah. If that person is already in Sihu or maybe New Land Ashram, then we can do that. So now, this Mr. Huệ Bửu, he claims that he is my disciple also. He insists that he is my disciple. In the beginning, I saw just some good writing like praising me and all that stuff. But later on, I discovered that he tried to associate tightly with me for some reason. But he used not a very honest way, a zigzag way, like he changed a Buddhist sutra. Like, for example, the Avatamsaka Sutra is also called the Flower Adornment Sutra. In chapter 39, he identified me as Suma, the great woman who has incredible power due to her vow. Yes. Well, I do have these incredible powers also, God-given. Thanks God and thanks all the masters who support and who give me a lot of merit for that. So it seems partially identical. A little part is identical, you may think. But this woman wasn't named Suma in the Flower Adornment Sutra. Her name is Vasumitra, and he changed it to Vasumatra. Maybe he learned it from Tràng Tâm, taking out the middle of the name. Yeah, and use it to call that great Bodhisattva Suma, and then associate it with me like Suma Chinghai. And then in that sutra, normally Vasumitra with an I, okay, not A, like Vasumitra, yeah? So, Vasumitra, not Vasumatra. And he changed, he altered the name of that great Bodhisattva so that he can associate it with me.
Phiên bản tiếng Phạn của Kinh Hoa Nghiêm, Phẩm 39, phần 28. Phần này đề cập đến tên sau nhiều lần, bao gồm cả trong tiêu đề. Vasumitra trong bản chữ cái La Mã được viết là Vasumitra theo từ điển Phật giáo tiếng Phạn hỗn hợp Egerton. Vasumitra là tên của một Bhagavati hay nữ thần. Tuy nhiên, từ Vasumatra được viết với A thay vì Y không xuất hiện ở bất cứ đâu trong văn bản tiếng Phạn của Kinh Hoa Nghiêm. Vasumatra cũng không có trong từ điển tiếng Phạn của Egerton.
Thì bà Tu Mật Đa là dịch ra từ cái phạn ngữ là Vasumatra.
Tên giả, bịa để lừa người lương thiện. Tên thật của Ngài là Vasumitra.
Va là đầu của chữ, hay là gọi là đầu ngữ đó, đầu của chữ. Còn Suma là thân của chữ, là phần giữa đó.
Cẩn thận, đây là tên giả. Tên thật của Ngài là Vasumitra.
Còn tra là dĩ ngữ, là phần đuôi của cái chữ. Vasumatra dịch ra là bà Tu Mật Đa. Xuất phát từ Vasumatra, Như Lai đã quyền ký tiên tri ẩn chữ Suma bằng cách mượn bộ phận Suma trong Vasumatra.
Cẩn thận, những tuyên bố của Huệ Bửu không có trong Kinh Hoa Nghiêm tiếng Phạn.
And he changed also the story altogether. In that chapter, there was a description of a spiritual practitioner. His name in Vietnamese is Thiện Tài Đồng Tử. In Chinese is San Chai Thong Zi. And his name is Sudana, actually, in the sutra. So it has nothing to do with Huệ Bửu at all. But on top of the name Sudana, San Chai Thong Zi, Huệ Bửu say that San Chai Thong Zi, Sudana, that spiritual male practitioner, has the image of Maitreya Buddha. In the original sutra, there was no such thing as Sanchai Tongzi is Maitreya Buddha at all. No. He changed the name of the lady Bodhisattva and he changed the story of Sanchai Tongzi. The reason why he changed and added Maitreya Buddha in it is because in Vietnam he called himself, or maybe he used to be Tongzi. Tongzi in Vietnamese is another word, means the medium, a different kind of medium. In Cao Daism also we call it medium. He is also a medium, so he wanted to zigzag his position or his title into the title of Sanchai Tongzi, Thiền Tài Đồng Tử. It has nothing to do with him at all. There's only one Thiền Tài Đồng Tử, meaning only one Sudana. And he is not a medium, his name, because Sanchai Tongzi is the only one so named who is the... It's a long story, how he went there. But he is the Guanyin Bodhisattva's attendant. And Guanyin Bodhisattva had two attendants. One is a little girl named Long Nữ on one side. Mostly she's on the right side of the Guanyin Bodhisattva. And the boy, Sanchai Tongzi, meaning Sudana, is on her left side. Both of them are Guanyin Bodhisattva's attendants. And now, this man, even though his title is also Tongzi, it has nothing to do with Sanchai Tongzi. I hope I make myself clear. I have to explain to you a little bit like that, but if you want to know about Sanchai Tongzi, attendant of Guanyin Bodhisattva, we have to have another story time on the Buddhist sutra and Buddhist stories. Now, this man, Huệ Bửu, he deliberately wants to be called Maitreya Buddha. In fact, he gave a lecture or something like that somewhere. I never knew him until a couple of weeks ago. I didn't know that he calls himself Maitreya or whatever he calls himself. I just saw a couple of his writings on the internet some weeks ago. Yeah, almost at the same time as the demon Trang Tam discovery. Suddenly they both came together somehow. And I thought he wrote some praise about me, but he gave me another Buddha title, the Wisdom Buddha, the Wisdom Bodhisattva. Manjushri, yes. Well, Manjushri, I told you already that he was the first one who came into the body of the baby, which later I use as my body, as my temple for God, worshipping and God's mission. I told you already in one of the latest flying news, so I don't want to talk more about that. It's too long, too many things to say. Let's go straight to Huệ Bửu, okay? I did not have too much time to think about him, to handle or to do anything. But I did talk, about him without mentioning his name, because I didn't want him to be ashamed. I didn't want people to know him, or maybe some people who know him would come and question him and, challenge him. I didn't like that, because I did not have time to check him out until some days ago, only because I've been sent all these messages about him, Then the saints of Cao Daism told me that he's a zealous ghost, not demon, ghost. Was similar, a little bit less power. Zealous ghost which doesn't listen to His Majesty, the King of zealous ghosts, and didn't go to the heaven that I have made for them. There are quite a lot still hang around on earth. Many of them hide in humans' appearance and body. So they don't want to go, or they just like to stay and make trouble, or, enjoy the physical food or physical whatever, yes. So that's why he eats meat and drinks wine. Not every day, but he does do it when he feels like it. I'm told like that. I did not know this man before. Of course, I have too many disciples. Some pure fake And this zealous ghost, hidden in human form, is not a real disciple. He sneaked in just for lowly scheme, as it is too obvious now. Oh dear God, all will be better if this indecent stuff no longer might disturbingly exist. Too much time wasting, because we have so much danger everywhere nowadays, hurting, killing people and all beings in our world, that we have to find fast solutions to survive. Not like this guy, has nothing better to do, but talking and behaving like the worst and stupid lunatic. I just know them more clearly by their soul, and I don't have time to keep checking one by one every day, physically, unless something comes up like this kind of stuff, that he faked the name of Maitreya Buddha and altered the sutra. This is a great sin that he did, and claiming he's Sanchai Tongzi as well, also known as Sudana, the attendant of Kuan Yin Bodhisattva, when he has nothing to do with it. And he claims that he saw many of his previous lifetimes. The saints of Cao Daism told me it's a lie. And then they requested me to tell the world about this Huệ Bửu has been denounced by Cao Daism for a long time already. He come out, after waiting a long time for an opportunity. First, he claimed himself as a Buddha. It's a great sin he did. What can he do anyway? All his life he has done nothing. Living off Cao Đài followers, then changed to Buddhism, then sneaked into the association. He claims that he tried to find the way and all that. No, he just went to the Cao Daism temple, just as a profiter, to profit from the fame, fortune, and the comfort. Also, he sneaked into your initiation group for that same reason. Okay, let's see what the saints complained about. I have written a little bit here so that I can remember. Now, they have 4 reasons. I asked them, what are the reasons? First, they asked me to make the name Huệ Bửu be public because I didn't want to. After I knew about him and I saw his exact writing and altering the sutra and all that, and dare to claim he's Maitreya Buddha, I had doubts about him, and he kept sticking to my name. I asked the Cao Đài saints, but he did praise me before. And if he really wants to betray me, why would he do that? It was a little confusing, even for me at first, as I didn't think too much about it. His tale came out later. Okay, let's go to the saints' reasons why they want me to tell the people. There were 4 parts that the saints told me. And His Majesty, the King, approved all that. The spokesperson spoke to the assembly, everyone there, and then the king says in front of everyone, this is from His Majesty, the King of Cao Đài realm. First is that they want to tell people, to tell each other, not to trust Huệ Bửu because he lied, like he didn't see any of his reincarnated lives. He just proclaimed that. He said he reincarnated as many times as Maitreya Buddha means he is Maitreya. He likes to think that he is. That has nothing to do with Buddha status. No one would believe such an absurd, stupid association. It'd be an insult to your intelligence. Even if he reincarnates the same or double that, has nothing to do with Buddha status. Thus, the saints explained to me. Just like Devadatta or Mara, he always reincarnated together with Shakyamuni Buddha and troubled him all the time. Every lifetime Buddha came out, Devadatta came out also. But that doesn't mean he's a Buddha. And just to emphasize one important thing, a person who works as a medium It's like the transmitter of the saints' teachings. The saints will come down and teach using his mouth to talk to the people who are responsible to write it down or record it for their followers, for their faithful, to continue to study under the saints. Because the saints are not in body, so they use the body of the medium to talk to their faithful. And that happened, that's possible. So this Huệ Bửu lied in too many ways. Okay, there were 4 things they told me. The first thing you already heard, like tell people to tell each other not to trust Huệ Bửu. And number 2, what they want people to tell each other is Huệ Bửu damaged Cao Đài world reputation. And number 3, he secretly falsified doctrines for his own fame and fortune. And now number 4 is that they want people to know that he is not their faithful anymore because of world peace obstruction. That's his number 4. So number 1, do not trust Huệ Bửu. Number 2, Huệ Bửu damaged Cao Đài world reputation. Number 3, Huệ Bửu secretly falsified doctrines for his own fame and fortune. Number 4, Huệ Bửu is not their faithful anymore because of world peace obstruction. And so I asked what kind of doctrine, because I only see a Buddhist doctrine. They say that he also, what? They say he secretly falsifies the Cao Daism doctrine also. That I cannot tell. I'm not very familiar with it. And even if I know, then it's a long doctrine to tell. Anyway, so I guess they want to tell people that whatever he says on the internet is not according to the Cao Đài teaching from the saints, from the Cao Đài realm, because he falsifies it to suit himself. The example is that he falsified the Avatamsaka Sutra. He claimed the Maitreya title and threatened to sue anyone, including me, who claims his company title, meaning claims the Maitreya title. My God, he's making Buddha into business now. He's selling Buddha.
Và Thiện Tài Đồng Tử là hình ảnh của Di Lặc Tôn Phật, Ngài giáng sanh ở tại Việt Nam. Thiện Tài Đồng Tử tức là hình ảnh của Di Lặc Tôn Phật trên con đường tầm đạo đã đi đến tìm gặp vị bà Tu Mật Đa nữ này. Lẽ tất nhiên họ không tin về cái hạnh đạo cao siêu của vị bà Tu Mật Đa nữ này. Cho nên khi mà thấy Thiện Tài Đồng Tử tức là hình ảnh của Di Lặc Tôn Phật đi tìm đạo, muốn tìm đến gặp bà Tu Mật Đa nữ, thì họ cảm thấy thương hại, họ cảm thấy thương xót cho Thiện Tài Đồng Tử, cho nên họ rất là hoan nghênh khi mà biết được Thiện Tài Đồng Tử tức là hình ảnh của Di Lặc Tôn Phật đi tìm bà Tu Mật Đa nữ.
He just put Maitreya Buddha's name on top of Sudana, the attendant of Quan Yin Bodhisattva, and then claimed that the attendant Sudana is him, and he added on the image. He said there is an image of Maitreya Buddha, which is Sudana.
Bài đăng Facebook bởi Huệ Bửu ngày 23 tháng 8 năm 2024.
Ngoài Kinh Di Lặc hạ sanh, Phật Thích Ca còn huyền ký nơi Kinh Hoa Nghiêm Phẩm 39 nhập Pháp giới, nói về Thiện Tài Đồng Tử đi du hành tầm đạo ở phương Nam. Thiện Tài Đồng Tử hạnh ngộ bà Tu Mật Đa nữ, tức Thanh Hải Vô Thượng Sư. Đó là những thiện tri thức mà Thiện Tài Đồng Tử đã gặp gỡ trên con đường tầm đạo đầy gian truân, để rồi đến lúc Thiện Tài Đồng Tử thấy được vô lượng vô biên kiếp của mình, tương đồng không khác vô lượng vô biên kiếp của Di Lặc Tôn Phật, tức là đã thành đạo vậy.
Oh, this is so confusing. No logic at all. There's no such thing like that. You just read the original Avatamsaka Sutra, then you will know it's nothing like that. He added it on so that he could claim to be Maitreya Buddha. Oh my God. But of course, I asked why would he do that? So the saints told me because he works for the king of Mara, for Mara. Yeah, he's subordinate of Mara. And he's just a medium rank, zealous ghost who worked for Mara. Afterward, in the same chapter, Sudana did meet Maitreya, so the two and Huệ Bửu are three different beings. So his claim that both Sudana and Maitreya are Huệ Bửu himself, it makes three in one, is absolutely lunatic.